Hello techies, data scientists, entrepreneurs, welcome back. My name is Manuel Monetizing, and today I want to talk about viral campaigns. Right, this is something we all dream about. Whatever we're building, creating, writing, filming, we want it to go viral, right? It's everybody's dream, yet it's so elusive, so hard to control, right? So actually I was having a bout of insomnia a few nights back, and I was just laying there and had all these ideas bouncing back and forth in my head. And one way, on the topic of viral campaign, and one way that helped me to control these ideas and make sense of them is to think of it as the tentacles of an octopus and working my way from one of these tentacles all the way back to the beginning, right? To kind of the brains of the octopus, if you want. So this is an article I wrote on Medium. The link is there. Go there, please. If you're interested in reading it, and please clap if you liked it. This concept of going backwards, right? So you imagine, somebody is opening their email or deciding to interact with a link, and they see something silliness. Imagine, pugs with suit and ties, so something very cute. They smile. So before that happened, you had somebody else prior to that who said, "Ooh," who had the same kind of emotional reaction and decided, "Oh, I'm gonna share this to my friend," right? Because he or she is going to think this is really funny, right? And it worked, right? So they pass it on maybe to more than one person. They're going to love it, I'm going to pass it on. So you kind of keep going back till you get to kind of the brains of the octopus, and that's where you get to ground zero, to the creator of the event, the first one who either made the material and sent it out, right? Either they want it to be viral or it's just a fluke and it went viral, right? So once you start seeing that pattern, right, going from one event all the way back, it helped me really kind of understand what going viral means. So three points. So there's really two super ideas. Let's talk about each one. So one super idea has 3 points. One, and that super idea are things that we control, right? So that's interesting because we control them. One, you have to have a great idea, right? If you want to share to the world something, make sure it's something worthy of being shared, not garbage, not a lie, right? Something, a great idea, a great product, something brilliant that you want the whole world to see because you think they're going to benefit from it, they're going to like it, right? So start with a phenomenal idea. Then you got to create the perfect package, right? Make sure that it's well done. If it's written material, make sure it's very well written. It's to the point, no fluff, no BS, right? It's funny. If it's a video, make sure it's well edited. It's just perfectly built, right? Well done, right? With music, whatnot, right? Something that you want it to make sure that if it does go viral, it's going to keep going viral. Nothing should slow it down. And finally, the campaign launch. Make sure it's launched on the right platform, because you want kind of when you first send it out, you want to send it to your fan base, people who are going to like it immediately, get it immediately, and they're going to be sending it out to a couple of people they think are going to like it, right? And that's really valuable, right? Because they're thinking, oh, I know these couple of people, they're going to love it, and they send it out. That's gold, right? Because they're sending it to targeted people. They know your material, they know you, and they say, oh, they're going to love it. And that's probably how you can start a viral campaign. At the very least, it's going to be a good campaign, right? So those 3 things we control, right? Unfortunately, that still doesn't make a viral campaign. There's still some things we don't control. One, you gotta, make sure that the receiver of it is going to want to interact with the material. So that's challenge number 1. Hopefully, if you did the 3 things we control, you did them well, they're going to quickly understand what this is about and say, oh yeah, I want to interact with it. They're going to click on it, open it up, interact with it, right? And secondly, it may be a little bit more elusive, is they're going to have the motivation to send it to their own good contacts. Oh, this person's going to love this idea. I'm going to mail it, or email it, or text it, or SMS it, whatever, to that person, right? So you have these 2 things that we don't control. That the recipient interacts with the content, and that the recipient then forwards it to what they think, or who they think are good, additional recipients to make it go viral, right? So those 2 things are harder to control, but if you do the 3 ideas we do control, you do them well, hopefully it's not going to hurt it, and it will, to some extent, go around, let's say. And to help us, understand this, I would recommend, getting clues from other things that went viral, like top videos on YouTube. Look at the views. Go look at the ones that are similar to the topic that you're talking about that have had millions of views. Look on the Amazon sales ranking list, right? Books that we're talking about similar items, but that sold well, right? Those are kind of things. Learn from the pros. See how the wording they're using, the filming techniques they're using, right? The coloring, the music. learn from the pros. The second idea is, you have to ask yourself, we all want our stuff to go viral, right? But is it important that it goes viral? Because sometimes, the cost of going viral may actually hurt going to a few solid leads. Think about it. Your viral recipient wants, to the point, the least amount of information. They want to quickly understand what it is and decide to interact with it. It's got to be funny. It's got to be well polished, like candy almost, right? Well, a solid lead may want more information, more details, and maybe the candy, the fluff is going to turn them off, right? So is it worth it? Is your material meant to go viral? Then, you build it one way. If you'd rather have it, go to a handful of solid leads, you're going to have to build it a different way to kind of, get to them too. So you got to think about, who's the ideal end user. Sometimes, a viral campaign is not what you want. So things to think about. I will definitely write more about going viral and how to apply machine learning to viral events, because I think it's fascinating and just so, so mysterious. So the link of the article is there. Please go there and give us some claps and give us some thumbs ups if you like this video. Thank you.